In the dazzling city of Eloria, where wealth danced with power, there lived a man named Sam. He wasn't just rich, he was filthy rich, the kind of man who could buy an entire island on a whim. Sam was also handsome, tall, clean-cut, with deep eyes and a charming smile that melted hearts. People called him the Golden Bachelor, the man every woman wanted. Girls would fake fainting just to get his attention. Some even sent him gifts with their phone numbers written in lipstick. But Sam ignored them all, or at least that's what people thought. Whenever reporters asked, "Sam, who's the lucky woman in your life?" he would chuckle and reply, "I'm married to my work." The truth was, Sam didn't want anyone to know who he was dating. Not because he was shy, but because he was hiding something big, something shocking. You see, Sam was dating two women at the same time. And not just any women, a mother and her daughter. Their names were Dora and Jenny. Dora was a calm and elegant woman in her 40s. She had the kind of beauty that didn't fade with age, rich brown skin, graceful posture, and eyes full of wisdom. She had her daughter Jenny when she was just 19. Because of that, Dora and Jenny grew up almost like sisters. They were so close in age that strangers often thought they were twins, and they loved the attention. Sometimes they'd even joke and pretend to be sisters in public, laughing behind people's backs when no one guessed the truth. Jenny, now 28, was a firecracker. Bold, wild, and full of energy. She had long curly hair, a confident smile, and a strong sense of fashion. She was known for always chasing the biggest prize in the room. And to her, Sam was the ultimate prize. Jenny believed she was the one Sam loved. She thought their connection was real. He bought her flowers, took her on boat rides, and whispered sweet things in her ear. But what Jenny didn't know was that when she left, Sam would often call Dora, and Dora would sneak over to his house, dressed in quiet elegance, her perfume filling the air. Sam liked Dora differently. She made him feel safe. He could talk to her, open up, and just breathe. Dora knew about his fears, his dreams, and his past. She was his comfort zone. But he never told either woman about the other. He kept the two lives completely separate, until one afternoon at a charity gala, everything changed. Jenny walked into the gala in a red dress, expecting to surprise Sam. But as she walked into the hall, she saw something that stopped her heart. Sam was laughing and holding Dora's hand. Jenny froze. Her chest tightened. She took slow steps toward them, trying to understand what she was seeing. "Mom?" Jenny asked, her voice shaking. Dora turned, and her face went pale. "Jenny, what are you doing here?" "I should ask you the same thing," Jenny snapped. "Why are you holding Sam's hand?" Sam looked like a deer caught in headlights. I can explain," he stuttered. But Jenny had already connected the dots. Her face turned red with anger. "You're dating my mother?" Sam tried to speak, but Jenny raised her hand to stop him. "And you, Mom, how could you?" The whole room stared in shock. Cameras flashed. Phones started recording. "What are you, some kind of cougar?" Jenny screamed. Dora's eyes filled with tears. "Jenny, please. I didn't know he was seeing you too." Jenny's hands trembled. "You knew. You had to know." "I didn't, I swear," Dora shouted back. Guests began whispering. The scandal was unfolding, live before their eyes. Sam, in the middle, looked helpless. Jenny stormed out of the gala, tears falling down her cheeks. That night, the story hit the blogs. Mother and daughter fight over billionaire Sam. The gossip exploded online. Some people took Jenny's side, others defended Dora. But Sam, he stayed quiet. He didn't release any statement. He turned off his phone and stayed locked inside his mansion. Meanwhile, Dora tried calling Jenny. Jenny refused to pick up. Jenny cried all night. She felt betrayed by her mother, by Sam, by everyone. The next morning, Dora knocked on her daughter's apartment door. "Go away," Jenny shouted. "Please, let me explain," Dora begged from outside. After a long silence, the door opened slowly. Jenny stood there, eyes swollen. "Say what you want," she said coldly. Dora stepped in. "I didn't know, Jenny. I swear. Sam told me he was single." Jenny folded her arms. "He told me the same thing." They both sat in silence. Then Jenny whispered, "I loved him." "I did too," Dora replied, her voice cracking. And just like that, the tears came. They cried together. But that was only the beginning, because Sam was not done yet. He sent flowers to both of them, and letters. To Jenny, "I miss your energy, your smile. I made a mistake." To Dora, "You're my peace. I can't lose you." Both women were confused. Both still loved him. But now, they were rivals. "I won't give him up," Jenny told her friend. "He's not a prize," Dora told herself. "But why do I still want him?" Things got messy. Really messy. They started dressing to impress him, showing up at his favorite places, sending him pictures, even showing up at his mansion unannounced. One evening, the two ran into each other at Sam's gate. "What are you doing here?" Jenny snapped. "What are you doing here?" Dora replied. "I'm pregnant," Jenny blurted out. Dora's mouth dropped. "What?" "I'm carrying his baby," Jenny said, holding her stomach. Dora was speechless. Sam appeared at the door. He looked shocked. "I need to talk to both of you," he said. They walked in. The tension was so thick you could cut it with a knife. Sam sat down, took a deep breath, and looked at Jenny. "I don't want the baby," he said. Jenny gasped. Dora turned sharply. "What?" "I can't do this," Sam continued. "This is too much." "I'm keeping the baby," Jenny said firmly. "Fine," Sam said, "but don't expect me to be there." Jenny stood up in anger. "You're a coward," she yelled. Dora stood and faced Sam. "You're hurting my daughter." "I never meant for this," Sam said. "But you did it anyway," Dora snapped. They all stared at each other in silence. Finally, Dora took Jenny's hand. "Let's go." That moment changed everything. Dora and Jenny left Sam's mansion together. No more yelling, no more fighting, just silence. They sat in the car, not saying a word, as the driver pulled away. Jenny looked out the window, her hand resting on her belly. Dora kept her eyes on her lap, her fingers gently folded. Finally, Dora spoke. "I'm sorry, Jenny." Jenny wiped a tear from her cheek. "Me too." They both knew things could never go back to the way they used to be. But maybe, just maybe, they could move forward. Later that week, Jenny went to the hospital for her checkup. Dora went with her. She held her hand during the ultrasound. They both smiled when they heard the baby's heartbeat. "It's real now," Jenny whispered. Dora nodded. "You're going to be a great mom." "Only if I have you by my side," Jenny said. And in that moment, mother and daughter found peace again. Meanwhile, Sam sat alone in his mansion. No more laughter, no more calls, no more visits. He scrolled through the photos on his phone. Jenny laughing at a beach picnic, Dora sipping wine on his balcony. He had lost both of them. And it was his fault. He thought he could juggle two hearts and come out clean. But love wasn't a game. You don't play people who love you. One morning, Sam walked into his living room and found a letter on his table. It was from Dora. He opened it slowly. Dear Sam, I once thought we had something special. But love isn't something you share. It's something you build. And I can't build something with a man who breaks my daughter's heart. Goodbye. Sam folded the letter and sighed deeply. That was it. He had been rejected by both women. But still, the city didn't stop talking. The love triangle had gone viral. Every gossip blog had headlines, "Billionaire dates mother and daughter, gets dumped by both." Baby mama drama, Jenny pregnant for billionaire Sam. Dora chooses daughter over billionaire, heartbreaking decision. It was everywhere. People argued online. Some said Dora did the right thing. Others blamed Jenny for being dramatic. But Sam? He stayed away from it all. He shut down interviews. He cancelled events. And slowly, he disappeared from the spotlight. Months passed. Jenny's belly grew round and beautiful. She moved back in with Dora. They decorated a nursery together, painted the walls yellow, bought baby clothes, laughed at the tiny shoes, and cried when they remembered the pain they had been through. But one thing was clear: they had healed. One Sunday afternoon, Jenny was sitting on the porch when a black SUV stopped in front of the house. She stood up, confused. The door opened. It was Sam. He looked tired, worn out, but sincere. "Can we talk?" he asked. Jenny hesitated. Then she called out, "Mom!" Dora came to the door. Her face went blank when she saw Sam. I just came to apologize," Sam said. They said nothing. "I hurt both of you," he continued, "and I deserve nothing from you. But I needed to say, I'm sorry, to your faces." Jenny looked away. Dora stepped forward. "Why now?" she asked. "Because I haven't slept since the day you left," Sam said. "I lost something real. Twice." Dora breathed in deeply. "We've moved on," she said gently. "I know," Sam replied. "I'm keeping the baby," Jenny said quietly. Sam nodded. "I'll respect that. And if you'll let me, I'd like to be part of the child's life." Jenny was silent. She didn't say yes. She didn't say no. Sam looked at them one more time, then turned around and walked away. Weeks later, Jenny gave birth to a baby boy. She named him Caleb. He had Sam's eyes. When Dora held him, tears fell from her cheeks. "He's beautiful," she whispered. Jenny smiled. "He's my miracle." The birth of Caleb brought new joy into their home. Late one night, as Jenny rocked him to sleep, Dora came in with tea. They sat together, watching Caleb sleep. "You know," Dora said, "I used to dream of being a grandmother, but not like this." Jenny laughed softly. "Life is messy." "But beautiful," Dora added. Jenny looked at her mom. "I'm sorry for the way I yelled at you." "I forgive you," Dora said. "And I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner about Sam." "We were both blinded," Jenny said, "but not anymore." They leaned on each other and stayed like that for a long time. A month later, a letter arrived at their doorstep. It was from Sam. Inside was a check, $10 million, and a note. "For Caleb's future, no strings attached. I'm not trying to buy forgiveness. I just want to do what's right. Sam. Jenny stared at the check. Her hands trembled. What should I do? She asked Dora. Dora smiled. Use it. Build a life for your son. But don't ever depend on it. Jenny nodded. She opened a savings account that week. She started a small business from home, an online baby shop. It grew fast. She became a mother, a businesswoman, and a survivor. One day, years later, Caleb asked her, Mommy, where's my dad? Jenny looked at him. She smiled and said, He's far away, but he gave you your eyes. Caleb smiled. Will I meet him one day? Maybe, Jenny whispered. And deep down, she knew. She had finally made peace. Dora, now older and wiser, became a doting grandmother. She would take Caleb to the park, read him bedtime stories, and tell him the power of choosing love over pride. As for Sam, he never married, but he watched from afar. He sent gifts for Caleb's birthdays, and he never dated another woman again. He had learned his lesson. Some mistakes you only make once, and some love stories are not meant to be lived, just remembered. Before you watch the next video, kindly subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Please click on the subscribe button and like this video. Be a part of my channel's growth by clicking on the next video on the screen and drop a comment to let me know what you think about the story. Thank you for watching. Much appreciation.